Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few days since I've done a video, but I figured that today I would come on to talk about the whole notion of like carbs, like why is it so bad on keto, and what do you mean when you say like fats, on keto. So with that said, I want to start off by saying that carbs is totally okay on keto. It's actually welcomed. It is a part of the ketogenic diet. And so if you hear people say, oh, that's the diet, you can't eat no carbs and we need carbs to live. And, if you hear things like that, let me dispel that myth. Okay. It is not taboo to eat carbs. It's actually a part of the diet. Yes, it's in a small amount. And specifically, it is it's a type of carb, okay, that you should stay away from versus what you should welcome. So the type of carb that should be welcome on a ketogenic diet is basically the complex carbs, okay? So this is going to be something like your vegetables, obviously more so leafy green, but just altogether your vegetables, your fruits. And while you're still in the weight loss stage, your fruits should be limited simply because they are high in sugar, and sugar is like, honestly, obviously this is natural sugar, but still sugar altogether just really can have, an effect on our health, especially when you think about those of us that may have been overweight and, not really having that much activity, and, basically your carbs just end up turning into stored fat. So complex carbs, veggies, fruits, and whole grains, once you get to like your weight loss, I guess, goal, whole grains, to be able to incorporate those back, is definitely something that can be done on a ketogenic diet. But not the simple carbs like donuts or sugar or chips. Those simple carbs is what's taboo. Because for one, and I am not a doctor, dietitian, anyone in the medical field, but just from my understanding, my research, those simple carbs, they digest really quickly, okay? And so that's how come we could like down a bag of chips. You know what I mean? We can eat like a few donuts, okay? Because they digest really quickly, and then we kind of overeat, okay? Whereas you want to, I guess, kind of concentrate on those the carbs that have, I guess, high, what is it called? A high number of fiber in it, because fiber is easier, you know what I mean, it's harder to go down. Okay. So you end up feeling fuller quicker, and fiber is just great for your body anyhow. So that's I want to kind of dispel that whole idea of, oh, well, you're not supposed to eat carbs. No, it's not a no carb, diet. It's just a low carb, because carbs also, cause you to retain water. Okay. So that's why we tend to have that puffiness in our bodies, and just like I said, that extra weight, you know what I mean, that we're carrying simply because of water. And that's what carbs kind of do to us. So all right, so I just wanted to give you this insert so you can see what a typical day of net carbs should be like on a ketogenic diet. As you can see, it only takes one bagel to make 20 grams of carbs, as opposed to a plate full of vegetables. And you can have anywhere between 20 to 50 grams of carbs on a diet. And when I say net carbs, what I'm saying is, when you look on a package, you're going to take the amount of carbs, or the grams that it says there. So it says, let's say it says 10 grams of carbs. And then it says that this item also has 3 grams of fiber. You are going to subtract those 3 grams from that 10, okay, of the initial carbs. And now you're going to have 7 grams or 7 net grams of fiber. And that's just kind of how it works. So that's something to consider. So sometimes when you think, oh, well, this is going to take me over, just so you know, once you subtract that fiber, okay, that's going to help you to stay within the net carbs per day. Okay, so now let's talk about the fats on a ketogenic diet. Yes, that's the largest part of the diet, but I want to, I guess, be clear about when they say fats. So the hamburger patty in a burger is, yes, that would be a fat, okay? And you may have seen like pictures with, you know, cheese and bacon and all that stuff, you know, oil's dripping all over it. I'm not gonna lie, those are gross to me, okay? Whenever I have made myself a burger, you know, without, you know, the bread or whatever, it looks nothing like that. Just because, like I said, I don't like that, how they try to put that out there, you know, because it gives people the impression that, ooh, that's so unhealthy and so nasty and greasy. And so yeah, I'm not really a fan of how they, you know, people portray it in that way. But the reality is, yes, that is a fat. But moreover, the fats that they are referring to are the oils in which we cook with. Okay, so avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil, butter, and not margarine. Okay, I absolutely love cooking with these things. They are light, and but yet they're rich. You know, it's just funny how they have that, you know, those qualities. And avocados. Okay, once again, yum, I love them. Okay, those are the types of, you know, fats or that they would be referring to on the ketogenic diet. And as far as and then of course, obviously your meats and stuff and things that have, you know, meats that have marbleization or fatty fish and things like that. That's all, you know, a part of it. And obviously that's, you know, your protein is found in those meats as well. But so, you know, that's what they mean. It's just kind of more so how you cook your meals, okay? So you don't have to feel like you have to bake everything, you know? Or once again, unfortunately, in our society, hearing about frying things has always been something equated with poor health. But you can pan fry things, you know, and it's actually really good for you because of what you're using, you know, what you're frying it in. So before I kind of give you maybe some steps on how would I even start something like this, like if I want to really be serious about getting, you know, maybe dropping some weight, changing some of my eating habits, but I don't know if I'm like completely ready to go straight keto. I do want to give you some pointers. But before I do that, I would like to, I think, maybe give you a little bit better of a breakdown as to how keto does this transformation to your body. And I really hope I can say this in a clear way. So once again, we are used to using carbs for energy. Okay, that's just kind of what the body has been doing for, you know, hundreds, thousands of years. Okay, I guess, or I mean, honestly, it's probably done both, but this is just in the Western world. This is what we know of. Okay, so, but unfortunately, you know, because we run out, you know, we decided to make all these simple carbs, and as a result, you know, they're going down quicker. We're piling on more. We're just not using control, and they are just not doing good to our bodies, especially sugar. I would definitely suggest we limit our sugar, like a lot, okay? And just so I'm clear, not having sugar doesn't mean things can't still be sweet. You can use sweeteners. You can really look up on that. I've started to, you know, but I don't really eat a lot of sweet things, but just so you know, you don't have to, you can live without sugar. But okay, so our bodies are used to using carbs for energy. However, what happens is that if you are not expending the amount of energy it's going to take to burn calories to the point that you're dropping weight, then what's happening is your carbs are just storing, okay? And then it gets stored as fat, and it's just sitting there, okay? Just protecting you in the event that there's a famine and you can't eat, okay? But that's definitely not really the case in the US. And so, unfortunately, what happens is a lot of people just keep on piling on because they're not expending the energy in order to get rid of the calories that they are taking in. And so that's how come so many of us are overweight. So with keto, okay, once your body gets to a point where it recognizes, oh, you don't need carbs for energy, you're going to use fats because that's the other way you can have energy. And by the way, on a ketogenic diet, not only do you have, you have great energy, you also have very good mind clarity. I've definitely seen like sleep is great. Okay. But anyways, so with the keto diet, what happens is once your body has gotten to a point where it says, hey, you know what, now we're using fat for your energy. And because the majority of the things that you take in is fat based, so to speak, then your body isn't even like saying, hey, let's store that. No, it's saying, oh, let's eat that. Okay. Because we need that for energy. We need that so you can walk around, so that you can cook, so that you can go to work, so that you can, pick up something out of the fridge. Okay. And then it says, oh, well, since you've not been eating as much as you used to eat because the fat causes you to, the fat causes you to be fuller quicker. Oh, we've already gotten rid of those calories. So let's just go to the stored fat because that's what we do. We use fat for energy. And that's, in a nutshell, that's really kind of how keto works. So with that said, I would start out, and this is kind of how I started out, with give yourself 2 weeks and say, for 2 weeks, I am not going to eat candy or anything sweet, with sugar. I'm not going to eat chips. I'm not going to eat bread. And I'm not going to eat pasta. I'll be nice with the rice, okay? Let's just say you cut those things out for 2 weeks. Just put yourself on that type of a fast. Just see what that does and drink tons of water. Every time you get hungry and you're thinking about that snack or, whatever, just drink water, okay? I say if you do that for 2 weeks, see how you feel. You're very likely to have lost weight. And then once you lose that weight, try for another 2 weeks. If you can go a month without eating those things, okay, and also fries too, okay? But if you can go a month without eating those things, I would then, I would say you can do a ketogenic diet. And then what I would do to see even more improved results, I would do intermittent fasting for about 2 weeks after that to see how you feel, which basically what I'm saying is cut your eating times between 11 and 7. Okay, discipline yourself where you say, I'm only going to eat between this time, or 12 and 8, however that works for you. And I think that within a month and a half, you would have seen a vast difference. So let's try it, y'all. Please comment below. Let me know if that's something that you think that you would be willing to try. Feel free to reach out to me because I've been hearing from so many people, man, you're inspiring me. Like, I want to, this making me feel like I want to try to do something. So I want to help you with that. So, yes, if you're willing to do it, let me know so that I can be your cheerleader. All right. Y'all have a great day. Got to take my son to his basketball game. Blessings.